Hi all, and welcome to this bite size on quizzing, where we'll be looking at a strategy where we can hopefully just test pupils' knowledge relatively quickly at the start of our lesson, or certainly at the start of different learning episodes, to help with a little bit of recall of knowledge for them. So we've broken this down into 5 different areas, 5 different steps for you to hopefully then make this as effective as possible within your classroom. So first of all, we're looking to specify the material in advance. So we're making sure that the material itself has already been taught and that students have a resource or have the resources to then engage within the knowledge recall itself. Now, it could be that they use this resource for a bit of advanced study. It might be therefore then this is a bit of a preparatory homework in advance of the lesson. But however we can kind of build in different resources to allow students to then study in advance of the quiz, the better place they'll be to then recall that information. Essentially what we're after then is that the quiz itself should build confidence for all pupils. Now, that's not to say that we should make it so easy that everyone gets everything right, but we should be in a position where students are able to recall the key pieces of information. In terms of setting it up then, we should be looking at short kind of factual recall questions that vary in style. So for any given set of knowledge, maybe 5 to 10 questions that check the recall ability of the students. So this could be using a short answer fact check. It could be short problem solving, multiple choice questions, true or false questions. Can they spot certain errors? It could be labeling diagrams. It could be reciting quotes or definitions, short bullet point lists, however you want to structure it, but just giving them these kind of short little tasks that will allow them to recall the knowledge that hopefully they've gained over time. Importantly then, all of the students get all of the time available. Obviously the goal of this is to check that all students know the material in question, so giving them all of the time is a vital part of this strategy. So this could be done as a mini paper test. It could be that we ask our questions verbally one by one, or that we set all of the questions at once to then be completed in a set time. But essentially having that same time across the group is an important facet of this. We then need to obviously provide the answers so that pupils can then hopefully either self or peer check. Obviously, as soon as the quiz is done, let them check their knowledge, either all of it at once, so give them all of the answers so that they can check them all at once, or maybe going through them one by one and then unpicking any understanding or misconceptions from the students. It could be that you follow any of those misconceptions up with process or probing questions if that's appropriate. I think the key is that students see or hear the answers so that they can therefore then improve their own accuracy and therefore then improve their own fluency within any set of knowledge. And then finally, we need to kind of give affirmations to the good performance and then seek out any wrong answers. So obviously the most useful outcome of this as a strategy is that students learn where their gaps are. We also are in a position that we get to understand what the common gaps are as well. And when we get these common gaps, we could maybe then explore the reasons for those wrong answers occurring, maybe even reteaching where it's necessary. And doing as much of this, the idea of reteaching or exploring those reasons, doing as much of this as the time that we've set aside actually allows us to. I hope that's relatively straightforward. Have fun implementing it, and obviously, as ever, do let me know if you have any questions about any of what I've discussed in this very short video. Thanks so much.